Have you ever looked at your business and thought, on paper, this works, but why do I feel so tired? You're closing deals, you're showing up, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and yet your energy feels depleted. Your joy feels thin. And part of you is quietly wondering how long you can keep this up. Here's what most women in real estate don't realize. Burnout doesn't always come from working too much. Sometimes it comes from where your energy is leaking in ways no one ever taught you to notice. Today, I'm breaking down 3 hidden energy leaks I see draining powerful, capable women in real estate every single day. And more importantly, how to take your power back without burning everything down or starting over. If you've been feeling exhausted, resentful, or disconnected from the business you once loved, this episode is for you. Is your mind constantly racing with endless to-dos, yet you still feel stuck? Are you feeling guilty when you unplug? Or are you exhausted from hustling nonstop? Hi, I'm Lesa, wife, mom, grandma, and business owner for over 3 decades. I know what it takes to build a business you love without burning out. If you're ready to trade overwhelm for clarity and create a business that honors your values and your life, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath, close those 12 browser tabs, and drop the hustle. It's time to become the balanced businesswoman. Before we get into today's episode, I want to pause with a special message for you. I know the overwhelm you're carrying feels heavy. That tightness in your chest, the constant feeling of holding everything together, the quiet voice that whispers, "Why does this feel so hard? Am I really cut out for this?" Listen to me. You're not alone. Every high-achieving woman in real estate I work with has felt this at some point. Successful on the outside, but tired, stretched thin, and trying to push through on her own behind the scenes. And here's the truth. Every woman who has stepped into her next level without burning out felt exactly what you're feeling right now. The doubt, the exhaustion, the sense that something has to change. If this is resonating, if part of you is saying, "I can't keep doing it this way," that's not weakness, that's wisdom. You don't have to figure this out alone. Inside my private business diagnostic conversation, we slow everything down, get clear on what's weighing on you, and create a calm, intentional way forward together. If you're ready to breathe again, think clearly again, and move forward with confidence and peace, go to bit.ly/bb-diagnostic and book your private conversation today. You don't have to stay overwhelmed. Let's get you grounded. Okay, let's dive into today's episode. Hello, my balanced businesswomen friends. Before we talk about the leaks themselves, I want to name something important. Most women in real estate are not burned out because you're weak, disorganized, or bad at time management. You're burned out because you've been successful inside a system that rewards overextension. A system that quietly teaches, be available, be responsive, be flexible, be everything to everyone. I said it quietly teaches that, but honestly, it's kind of loud and obvious. And for a while, this works. Until your nervous system starts waving the white flag. Energy leaks don't announce themselves loudly. They don't show up as emergencies. They show up as mental exhaustion, low-grade resentment, decision fatigue, and a constant sense of pressure, even on lighter days. Let's talk about the first one. Energy leak number 1, emotional over-responsibility. This is one of the most common and visible drains that I see. Emotional over-responsibility sounds like managing clients' anxiety for them, absorbing stress so others don't feel uncomfortable, over-explaining to prevent disappointment, taking on outcomes that aren't fully in your control. Many women in real estate don't just manage transactions. You manage emotions, expectations, fears, timelines, personalities, and pressure. And here's the tricky part. You've probably been praised for this. Oh, you're so patient. You're amazing with clients. You always go above and beyond. But what no one tells you is this. When you carry emotional weight that isn't yours, your energy slowly drains, even if your calendar looks reasonable. So how do you take your power back? Power doesn't come from caring less. It comes from clear emotional boundaries. Start asking yourself these questions. What is mine to manage and what's not? Where am I trying to prevent discomfort instead of holding structure? Where am I rescuing instead of leading? Leadership is calm, not consuming. When you release emotional over-responsibility, clients don't trust you less. They trust you more. Energy leak number 2, performing instead of leading. This leak is subtle and exhausting. It shows up when you feel like you're constantly proving your value, staying quote unquote on, keeping momentum alive through effort instead of clarity, and pushing through resistance rather than listening to it. Many women in real estate are performing success instead of operating from authority. And performance requires constant energy. Leading does not. When you're performing, you feel pressure to respond immediately. You second-guess your decisions. You over-deliver to justify your fees. That one hits home, doesn't it? You feel responsible for keeping everything moving. You feel responsible for that transaction that's been on life support for months, but you keep trying to keep it alive. But leadership sounds different. Leadership says, this is how I work. This is what I recommend. This is the next best step. How to take your power back? Ask yourself, where am I performing instead of deciding? Where am I waiting for permission instead of claiming authority? Where would structure replace stress? Structure is not rigidity. Structure is what protects your energy. This is why so many women feel relief when they finally clarify how they work, not just how hard they work. Okay, energy leak number 3. Staying in seasons you've outgrown. This one's kind of tender, and it's incredibly common. Sometimes the energy drain isn't about what you're doing. It's about the fact that you've evolved and your business hasn't quite caught up yet. You might recognize this if things that used to excite you now feel kind of heavy. Old strategies feel misaligned. You feel disconnected from your why. Or you're doing things out of obligation instead of intention. Outgrowing a season doesn't mean you failed. It means you're ready to redefine how success looks now. But many women stay because this is how I've always done it. Or you're saying, I should be grateful. Or maybe you're saying, I just don't want to rock the boat. The cost, your energy, your creativity, your sense of ownership. How do you take your power back? Power begins with honest reflection. Ask yourself, What season of business am I actually in now? I know for me, as far as real estate goes, I really had to look at where am I now? I've been a realtor for 35 years. In the beginning, yes, I was out there. I was creating new business, calling expireds, calling for sale by owners, all of that, everything to generate the new business. But in this season of my business, I've built a great clientele over 35 years. So now I'm stepping back and simply serving my database. It's a slower pace and I love it. So ask yourself, what season of business am I actually in now? Also ask, what no longer fits, even if it once worked? What would success look like if it honored this version of me? You don't need a complete overhaul. Sometimes you just need permission to update the rules. And remember, it's your business. You set the rules. This is the work we talk about often inside my private Facebook community, a space for women in real estate and other business owners who are ready to build success without sacrificing themselves. If this episode is resonating and you want ongoing conversations around boundaries, energy, leadership, and sustainable success, I'd love to have you there. You can find the link in the show notes. You don't have to navigate this alone. So let's do a quick recap. The 3 hidden energy leaks are: number 1, emotional over-responsibility. Number 2, performing instead of leading. And number 3, staying in seasons that you've outgrown. None of this means you're doing something wrong. They mean you're powerful and ready to operate differently. Taking your power back doesn't require hustling harder, working longer, or becoming someone else. It requires clarity, boundaries, and leadership from the inside out. And when those shift, everything else follows. Hey ladies, I hope today's episode gave you something to think about and a little more breathing room as you move through your week. If it resonated, I'd love for you to share it with a friend, hit follow, and take a moment to leave a review. Your reviews mean the world to me, and they help more women find this podcast. For more support and connection, you're welcome to join my free Facebook community at bit.ly/thebalancedbusinesswoman, where we continue these conversations together. That link will be in my show notes. Until next week, take care of yourself. And remember, your business should fit your life, not the other way around.